If you clicked on this video, then I already know what's up. There's a character you once respected. Maybe you admired them, maybe you defended them, maybe you even had them as your screensaver to your phone.
Oh, hell no!
And then they did something so foul, so unhinged, so embarrassingly aura draining that you had to sit there and just be like,
I don't understand. I don't know what's going on here. It's lost the plot. It's completely lost the plot.
well, ladies and gentlemen, gather around because today we're going to be diving into characters that completely lost my respect. And trust me, some of these fall-offs are bad.
Like a panther.
Before we get into that, if you would please like, comment, subscribe, I would very much appreciate it. It's free and it only takes 2 seconds, so yeah, do it.
Just do it!
Broly from Dragon Ball Z. Not Super, but Z. I'm talking OG Broly. The menace, the myth, the walking protein shake. OG Broly wasn't just strong. This man had aura so disrespectful, it should have been illegal. His aura had aura. Bro has so much raw, unfiltered menace that as a newborn, he managed to intimidate the king of his entire planet. Who else can you say that for? King Vegeta took one look at baby Broly and said, yeah, nah, this thing's gotta go. OG Broly was such a menace, he considered himself as not a monster,
but as a freaking devil.
俺が化け物？違う。俺は悪魔だ。Oh my god, he's so goddamn cool!
he squared up with all the Z fighters and nearly won. Not to mention his threats felt very intimidating.
Kakarot, how much do you love your son? If you had just let me kill you all before, you wouldn't be dealing with this pain now. You, Kakarot, I choose you to be the first of my victims. Oh my god, he's so goddamn cool!
We've got a badass over here.
And this man had Vegeta, as in the prince of all Saiyans, the prideful one, cowering in fear like a baby.
It's no use. This is the end. What do you think you're doing? Why don't you stop whining like a baby and fight like a man? Why? What for? Broly's unbeatable. You call yourself the Prince of Saiyans.
Removing a demon force. One of Satan's greatest soldiers was King.
Yeah, OG Broly was a straight menace. That was until Broly's second coming pulled up and said, what if we turn the galaxy's biggest threat into a confused toddler with muscles? Ladies and gentlemen, meet Broly from Second Coming. Broly comes back as not the legendary Super Saiyan like before, but as this big angry baby who can only say one word. Bro didn't just lose his vocabulary, he lost his entire character development. Man went from cosmic terror to malfunctioning Pokemon. And since Goku was dead at the time, the other Z fighters had to deal with him, which, you know, sounds pretty hype. But instead, we got Broly getting kicked around by 2 kids and Gohan, who really shouldn't have beat him that easily. And when I say he lost the sauce, I mean he lost it. The final straw was when Trunks, a little child, peed on Broly.
What?
Like, come on, man. How do you recover your aura points after that? You don't. You retire. Saying Trunks peed on Broly is like saying Ant-Man took a dump on Thanos in Endgame. It just sucks and doesn't make sense. There is no coming back from that.
Oh, that's better.
What the fuck is this? I don't know.
And then his third coming somehow made it even worse. My guy died, came back as this soggy bio Broly oatmeal monster, and long story short, he got washed. Again. Not by Goku, not by Vegeta, not by the full Z Fighters lineup, no. He got folded by Goten and Trunks, 2 kids who treat world-ending threats like it's recess. And they call him the legendary Super Saiyan. My respect for this man has decayed. At least the new Broly's doing better than the OG one. Sheesh. Boba Fett from Star Wars. I think at one point everybody and they mama loved Boba Fett. This man wasn't just a bounty hunter, he was the bounty hunter. Top tier, S rank, galaxy-wide menace with elite drip and a presence so cold he didn't even need dialogue half the time. Darth Vader, the 7-foot-tall cyborg Jedi killer, literally hired this man.
But I want them alive. No disintegration.
As you wish.
Lord Vader.
If Vader looks at you and says, "I need you," you're built different. In Boba's origin story, bro watched his dad get decapitated by a Jedi when he was a kid. And instead of going to therapy like a normal person, this dude said, "Bet, I'm gonna become the most dangerous bounty hunter alive, just like my pops." Man turned his childhood trauma into a full-time career path. Unfortunately, my boy ended up getting swallowed by the Starlight Pit and was presumed dead. But just like Broly, that was until he was brought back in The Mandalorian. And I'm not gonna lie, in The Mandalorian, he was still him. He definitely wasn't as cool as before, but he was still pretty good. But then Disney said, let's give him his own show. And that's when the ball was fumbled. Suddenly Boba Fett went from feared bounty hunter to local Tatooine homeowner trying to keep the neighborhood quiet. Bro went from collecting bounties to collecting property taxes. They turned the galaxy's most coldest bounty hunter into a polite community leader with a scooter gang.
What? I can't.
Man, they did him dirty. Boba went through a whole spiritual arc with the Tusken Raiders, found inner peace, learned their ways, became one with the desert, and came back washed as freak. Throughout the entire show, this man practically lived in that bacta tank. Every episode, previously on Boba Fett, Boba takes another bath in the bacta tank. And we cannot ignore the moment that shattered his aura forever in the show. Boba's in the bacta tank, minding his business in his tidy whities, and suddenly he gets jumped in his own house by a big Wookiee, getting tossed around like a basketball during March Madness. I'm sorry, but when the legendary bounty hunter gets folded in his underwear by some big Wookiee, that's when my respect hits zero. Not even gonna lie, the second I saw this scene on my TV, I was like, yeah, Boba Fett is officially washed. That show was garbage as well. The Book of Boba Fett, more like Mandalorian Season 3.5. Sheesh, that show was bad. And the last one on this list, Light Yagami from Death Note. Now, Death Note is a truly extraordinary anime. And you wanna know why? Because it had me, a normal functioning human being, actually wanting to see Light win at one point. Like really, what kind of show makes you root for a dude committing worldwide homicide with a notebook? Throughout the first half of the show, I was low-key cheering this man on. And listen, I know Light was doing evil stuff, and it really was evil. But I still respected the grind, the ambition, the sheer pettiness this guy had. Man was trying to wipe out evil while being the most evil person in the room at the same time. That's dedication. And every time he one-upped L, Nier, or Mello, it was cinema. However, the moment I lost all respect for this man was when he finally got caught.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Cornered by Nier and the SBK squad like a rat in a 5-star restaurant. Light was so confident, so cocky, sitting there waiting for his loyal homeboy Teru to pull up with the final Death Note play. Bro was practically vibrating with excitement.
No, I can't laugh yet. I've got to hold it in. They're all gonna die.
You're weird, buddy. You're weird.
Light was in that warehouse trying his hardest not to burst out laughing. He really thought the dub was secured. He was already mentally rehearsing his evil speech and all. And then, when it finally came time for the big reveal, the final Death Note, the I outsmarted you all moment,
Nier, looks like I win.
It failed. Instantly, and I mean instantly, all that confidence evaporated. His smirk disappeared. His aura deflated like a balloon at a kid's birthday party. Man went from I am God to, wait, hold on a second, this ain't fair. Light Yagami had officially folded. And then dude had the audacity to start playing the I've been framed game like he was playing Among Us or something.
It's a trap! This whole thing is a setup! This is all part of Nier's plan to frame me! Isn't it a little odd that no one died after having their name written in the notebook? This proves it's a trap!
He tried it.
He really thought he could finesse his way out of the warehouse, full of people who literally watched him get exposed in 4K.
Light, it's too late to deny it. You know Nier has won. Just a moment ago, you were saying it looks like I win. How much more of a confession do we need?
Expose him!
As Soluminati says, your time has come. There's
no way out of this one.
And when Light finally realized he was actually cooked, man went full Joker, laughing like he was about to take over Gotham City or something.
That's right. I am Kira.
Okay.
Then he tried to get one last move in like he still had plot armor left. And then he got spammed with bullets. You could argue that he didn't lose any aura at the end, but in my opinion, he really became a coward at the end. Butthurt he couldn't kill Nier and all the SPK soldiers and all that. I think what made me really lose respect for this man was when he started celebrating way too early, knowing good and well that he could have still lost right there. But nah, he let his confidence get a hold of him. And he paid the price for it. Anyway, that's gonna wrap up the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, comment, subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And yeah, I hope you all have a blessed and wonderful day. And I'll catch you on the next one. Ahmad out.